One of the best all-round travel credit cards in Canada has just returned with its latest welcome bonus, and it's a very exciting one that's on par with the best bonuses we've ever seen from this card in terms of the number of points that you get upon signing up. I'm talking, of course, about the HSBC World Elite Mastercard, a perennial favorite of mine and a long-standing occupant of my wallet for spending when I'm traveling on the road. Until the end of January 2022, the card will give you either 100,000 HSBC rewards points or 130,000 HSBC rewards points depending on where in Canada you live. And then those points can then be redeemed for at least $500 worth of value in the first 2 years of holding the card. So without further ado, let's delve into the details of how this new welcome bonus works, why it's among the best we've seen recently, including why it's such a strong all-round card for travel purchases, and why it's one of the best Mastercards that you can get in Canada, in my opinion. If that sounds good to you, make sure to hit the like button down below just as the video is starting out right now. That really helps our videos reach here on YouTube. I really appreciate it. And let's get started. Now this welcome bonus, it must be said, is fairly Byzantine because there's 2 separate offers depending on where you live in Canada and 4 separate components to each offer. So I think the easiest way to go through all of it would be with a table right here, and we're going to fill in the blanks with how many points you'll earn as part of each offer, as part of each component. If you live outside of Quebec, you'll earn a total of 100,000 HSBC rewards points distributed as follows: 20,000 points upon first purchase, 50,000 points upon spending $6,000 in the first 6 months, 10,000 points upon adding your first authorized user at a cost of $50 for the annual fee, and 20,000 points as an anniversary bonus upon renewing your card for a second year. In addition, the standard annual fee of $149 is waived for the first year. On the other hand, if you live in Quebec, you can earn a total of 130,000 HSBC rewards points. That's going to be 20,000 points upon first purchase, 80,000 points upon keeping your account open and in good standing for 6 months, 10,000 points upon adding your first authorized user, and 20,000 points as an anniversary bonus. However, the first year annual fee is not waived and you will have to pay that $149 starting with the first statement. So as you can see, Quebec residents have the advantage of getting more points and not having to meet a $6,000 minimum spend in order to earn them. However, they do have to pay that first year's annual fee, whereas non-Quebec residents get that fee waived in the first year. Now, before we continue analyzing the strength of this welcome bonus, we need to understand how much an HSBC rewards point is worth. Now, we're going to delve into more details on this later, but for now, you should understand that the baseline valuation of an HSBC reward point is 0.5 cents per point. Because these points can be redeemed towards any travel purchase charged to your card at a rate of 200 HSBC rewards points equals $1, which again is equivalent to 0.5 cents per point. So with this minimum valuation in mind, we can take a look at the amounts of the points bonuses and convert them into minimum cash values. For the non-Quebec offer, the total of 100,000 points is worth at least $500 towards travel purchases. The first 20,000 points is worth $100, the next 50,000 points is worth $250, the 10,000 points upon adding an authorized user is worth $50, and the 20,000 points as an anniversary bonus is worth $100. The same amounts apply over on the Quebec side, except the second component of 80,000 points is worth $400, and the total of 130,000 points is therefore worth $650. So you can already see at first glance just how strong the welcome bonus is. There is more we can say about it, but in order to fully understand it, we do need to first cover some more things about the HSBC Rewards program and about the card's features. So we're going to cover those first, and then make sure to stick around towards the end of the video where we'll complete our analysis about the sign-up bonus itself. First up, let's continue where we left off with HSBC rewards points. As you recall, the baseline redemption here is 200 points equals $1, or a valuation of 0.5 cents per point against travel purchases. This can be any travel purchase that's charged to your card, be it flights, hotels, car rentals, vacation packages, trains, cruises, or anything like that. And then you can simply log on and retroactively use points to apply them against the purchase and wipe them off the statement. But what makes HSBC Rewards so unique is that it's also a transferable points currency. You can transfer points to British Airways Avios, Cathay Pacific Asia Miles, or Singapore Airlines KrisFlyer at the ratios that are displayed on screen right now. And so the fact that you can either redeem points directly against travel purchases or transfer them to one of 3 frequent flyer partners is exactly what makes HSBC Rewards such a versatile program. I'd like to highlight in particular the British Airways Avios partnership here, which frequently receives transfer bonuses of 35 to 40%, usually once a year, as well as the Singapore Airlines KrisFlyer partnership, which represents the only meaningful way to rack up Singapore KrisFlyer miles here in Canada, outside of transferring valuable Marriott Bonvoy points to the program or getting involved in US credit cards. This is particularly exciting because Singapore Airlines KrisFlyer is usually the only way to book Singapore Airlines' premium cabins, including long-haul business class and A380 suites class, with the private enclosed suites and the double bed in the sky. Now, one thing you'll want to be very careful about with HSBC rewards points is that you do need a minimum of 25,000 points in your account to redeem through any one of these avenues, whether that's directly against travel purchases for $125 worth of travel or transferring to one of the 3 frequent flyer partners. On top of the minimum of 25,000 points, you can only redeem in 10,000 point increments. And so, for example, if you had 50,000 points to redeem, you would want to split that up into 2 sets of 25,000 points. If you just went ahead and redeemed 45,000 points, you would be left with 5,000 points just sitting there in your account that you can't use until you build up your balance back to at least 25,000 points. Now, with our understanding of the HSBC rewards program complete, let's talk about some of the best card features on the HSBC World Elite Mastercard, starting with one of the most attractive features for a travel credit card, one that many of Canada's travel credit cards somehow lack: no foreign transaction fees. That's right, the HSBC World Elite is one of the best cards with no foreign transaction fees here in Canada, especially when you consider its strong acceptance rates all around the world as a Mastercard product. With many other supposed travel credit cards in Canada all charging the standard 2.5% FX fee, this feature on the HSBC World Elite easily makes it stand out among its competition. The next card feature that you need to know about is, of course, the earning rate on your regular purchases. And here the HSBC World Elite keep things rather simple. You'll earn 6 HSBC rewards points per dollar spent on travel purchases and 3 HSBC rewards points per dollar spent on everything else. And recall that 1 point is worth at least 0.5 cents per point, which means that you're effectively earning a 3% return on travel and a 1.5% return on everything else. Obviously, these returns can also be higher if you were to transfer the points to one of the 3 frequent flyer partners and redeem them for higher value. And now that we've understood the earning rates, let's talk about the final major card perk on the HSBC World Elite, and that's the $100 travel enhancement credit that's granted once every membership year. This travel enhancement credit is advertised as being redeemable towards ancillary travel purchases such as seat selection fees or baggage fees, but in practice, it can be redeemed towards pretty much any travel purchase, including Aeroplan or Avios taxes and fees, or indeed Expedia.ca bookings, including refundable ones. So effectively, the travel enhancement credit can be thought of as a statement credit of sorts, basically offsetting against the $149 annual fee, reducing it to $49 only if you wanted to keep the card year after year. And I'd argue, given all the benefits we've talked about so far and the convenience of having a travel rewards credit card with no foreign transaction fees that's also a Mastercard that you can easily spend around the world, $49 per year is a pretty cheap price. Now, super quickly, 3 additional smaller benefits that are worth noting on this card: a complimentary Mastercard Lounge Key membership, although you'll still need to pay for every lounge visit, free Boingo Wi-Fi just by being a World Elite Mastercard holder, and 31-day travel medical insurance for out-of-province trips, which is much stronger than the 15-day insurance that you'll find on most other travel rewards cards. And with those out of the way, let's now complete our analysis of just how strong this welcome bonus of 100,000 to 130,000 points that's available until January 31st, 2022 is going to be. Let's bring it back to our table of how much each component of each offer is worth. And there are a few finer points we can now delve into with respect to some of these components of the offers. For the spend-based component of the non-Quebec offer, you'll earn 50,000 HSBC rewards points upon spending $6,000 in the first 6 months. But what's important to realize is that this $6,000 of spending will also help you earn points at the earning rates that we talked about earlier. Indeed, if we assume that you're just spending on non-travel purchases, so you're only earning 3 HSBC rewards points per dollar spent, the $6,000 of spending will translate into at least 18,000 more HSBC rewards points that are added to your total balance at the end. Next, we should think about whether the authorized user component and the anniversary component are actually worth pursuing. we can take a look at the numbers here. The cost of adding an authorized user is $50, but the reward for adding an authorized user is also $50. So effectively, you're not really coming out ahead here. Instead, you should think of this as a way to get a free authorized user if you wanted to add one. However, if you had no interest in adding one, then this is basically a wash and you don't really have to pursue it. At this point, we can draw a line here and think about the first year value of getting the HSBC World Elite Mastercard. How much value are you coming out ahead by in the first year? Now, before we add everything up, don't forget about the $100 travel enhancement credit that comes as a perk of this card, which remember can be thought of as basically a statement credit that offsets against the annual fee. And so let's add that in here to the valuation of the first year offer. And if we were to add it all up, we can see that the total first year value is $540 for non-Quebec residents, or $451 for Quebec residents. And then, of course, we have the anniversary bonus. The question here is the anniversary bonus worth pursuing? Is it worth keeping the card into the second year just to get this extra chunk of the points? Well, it's pretty easy to see that yes, it will be worth keeping the card into the second year, because no matter where you live in Canada, you'll be getting an extra 20,000 HSBC rewards points as part of this total welcome offer. You'll also get the $100 travel enhancement credit again once you're into your second cardholder year. You then do need to subtract the $149 annual fee and see that the total value in the first 2 years is either $591 for non-Quebecers or $502 for Quebec residents. And keep in mind that this is just assuming you redeem your points directly against travel purchases. You can of course unlock much higher value, including Singapore Airlines first class, or One World first class products through British Airways Avios or Cathay Pacific Asia Miles if you're to transfer your points to one of those 3 transfer partners instead. So I hope it's pretty clear to you just how strong the offer is here on the HSBC World Elite Mastercard. If you live in Quebec, you're looking at least $500 in value over the first 2 years. And if you live outside of Quebec, you're almost getting $600 in your pocket that you can use towards travel purchases just by signing up for this one card. All the while, you'll enjoy no foreign transaction fees while you're using this card to spend along your travels, and you have the extra flexibility that's given to you by the HSBC Rewards program, and of course the extra perks like the free Wi-Fi and the 31-day travel insurance. If you're interested in signing up for the card, you can use our Prince of Travel affiliate link in the description below. I really appreciate that. It does help to support the channel. The offer ends on January 31st, 2022, giving you just about 3 to 4 months to take action and apply. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, make sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe to the Prince of Travel YouTube channel. Just click the subscribe button below the video. Let me know in the comments below, are you going to be applying for the HSBC World Elite right now during this elevated sign-up bonus? Or if you're an existing card holder, which of the features on this card do you enjoy the most? For me, it's the no foreign transaction fees and the ability to offset against travel purchases using my points at any time. Let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. If you're interested, either way the offer ends on. There you go.